Hey, what's up guys? Moon Pie here, and today I'm going to be talking about a new anime that I'm watching, and it's called Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Now, I'm watching it on Crunchyroll right now. My friend recommended me watching it, and I have to say, just off the first episode, that this anime is really good. Like, I'm really enjoying this anime. Just roughly going off of what the title was called, you can clearly see that this anime is, kind of revolved around an RPG video game, and not just like a regular RPG, more like an MMO RPG where there's, a lot of players playing together in an open world sense, and there's a currency system, and, market boards and sharing and trading system going on in this anime slash video game. I really like this anime, guys. I mean, if you are an SAO fan and you like the world that they created and you wanted to dive into like the world even more, because SAO was really all over the place, this anime really dresses the RPG sense into the anime, and it really, you get sucked into the world. Like, I feel like I'm actually playing a part of this game while they're talking about it. Like, if you're an MMO fan, RPG fans, Final Fantasy, like, this is right up your alley. And I feel like the people that made the short novel slash manga to this, they're really fans of that genre of MMOs. Okay, before I really dive into what makes this anime so great, I'm going to just talk about briefly episode 1, so far what I've seen about this episode, and tell you what I think about it. So, okay, you start off following this guy named Bell, and he's in a dungeon, surprisingly. He's a level 1 player. He seems like he's kind of new to the game or the world. I don't know whether to call this place like a game, since they don't ever introduce the actual players in the game that's playing, or is this a world? And I'm going to be just going back and forth saying it's a world or it's a game, because it has all the elements of a game, because he's basing himself at level 1. Like, reality, you don't really base yourself off of levels, so this is clearly some type of game, but they never introduced the real people. So I don't know, but whatever. He's level 1. He's in a dungeon. He's not in the right dungeon. For some reason, I don't know. They didn't address why he's in these dungeons, but he's in a level 5 dungeon as a level 1. Now, a level 5 Minotaur finds him, and he's about to get wrecked. He's frightened. I like the fact that in this world, like, the players are so, like, they're frightened. Like, they're not just gonna just run in there recklessly, and get killed. Like, you don't want to die, it seems, in this anime. I don't know what happens if you do die, but it seems that you just do not want to die. So the Minotaur is about to wreck him, and then out of nowhere, his waifu appears and saves him. He never met this girl before. She's like, I don't know, I think she's level 8 in the series right now. So she's way stronger than him. So right after the dungeon, they cut into the city where he's going to find one of his friends that's waiting for him. And I'm going to be honest, right here, this part, I feel like you didn't need to have this part in episode 1. To seem more like an episode 2, maybe 3, like introduce one of his friends or something like that. I don't know what's her deal, if she even plays a part into this whole anime, but they spent a lot of time here, and I feel like you really didn't need to, because it didn't really amount to much. So right after that scene, they cut into him finally getting home into his guild and talking to his guild leader slash goddess slash, I don't know, potential waifu. And she's pretty cool. I really like this character. Hestia, I believe her name is, and the guild that he's in and she's in is called the Hestia Guild. And it's pretty cool. Basically, his guild that he's in, he's the only member in this guild, and she is the guild leader. I really like this right here. I feel like a lot of people in MMOs, they refer to like big guilds to be like the only big thing. Like I know a lot of people that only just want to join big guilds, but you know, there's a whole nother story of like, I don't know, there's like 4 to 5 people in a small guild and they're really close, and you can tell in this series that him and his guild leader is really close. I mean, she basically likes him. Like she just confesses her love just right off of episode 1, so you know where she stands. And of course, you know, with him, since he's already, you know, obsessed with the waifu that saved him in the dungeon, she is never gonna get her chance. Like, she is just there to be waifu bait and never really amount to anything. I mean, maybe she might actually confess her love later on in the series, but I don't think it's ever gonna be a thing. But she's cute. I mean, she's pretty funny. Also, another thing I really like in this episode is that they introduced like stats and leveling up and all that. I don't think he leveled up in this episode, but he did gain on his stats. And every time he goes into battle, his stats also increase. Now, this is something that other animes in this genre need to take notes of and actually, you know, showcase some of this stuff. You know, the things that, you know, us MMO RPG players are obsessed of is stats. We love stats. We love skills, skill trees, everything, abilities. Just show all of that, because that's just going to make your anime more rich. So yes, he's leveling up, he's gaining his stats, and I adore that. It'll be quite a twist in this anime that he actually ends up with his goddess at the end of the day. I would actually like to see that. I mean, right now I'm kind of just making predictions saying that, oh, you know, she's never going to have a chance, but maybe she might. Maybe she might actually, and he will wise up and just wife her up. I hope you guys enjoy this anime. I'm really into this anime. I like the fact that they introduce stats in this. We could talk about so much with this show. Like, we could talk about him versus the cat guy. Who is even stronger? I mean, that cat guy was talking a lot of stuff, but like he might be level 2, all I know. And next episode, who knows, they could be fighting. I want to see fights in this anime. I think that's the thing that is lacking fights. Already first episode, I was expecting a little bit more combat. Every time it showed combat, it cut into the next scene. I was very lazy. I know it had a lot to, you know, talk about and a lot to establish first episode, but I wanted to see a little bit more combat. So I hope I see that in the future. But that's basically, I hope you guys enjoy this anime in particular, and if you like these discussions that I'm going to be doing for these episodes, let me know in the comment section, or just let me know of any other things that you want me to talk about, any trailers or any other anime